This lecture about compiler design. Myself Konkon Jana, Assistant Professor, Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management, going to deliver this lecture. Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management, JIS Group, it's a joint venture. We start Module 1 in this lecture. The contents of Module 1 need to know before I start it. First, 2 lecture about Introduction to Compiling and rest 5 lecture about lexical analysis. In Introduction to Compiling, we will learn what is a compiler, analysis synthesis model, the phases of the compiler or the questions of the compiler. In lexical analysis, we learn the role of the lexical analyzer, tokens, patterns, leximesh, input buffering, specification of a token, recognition of tokens, finite automata in a short, from a regular expression to an NFA conversion, and from a regular expression to DFA conversion. Also, we will go through about design of a lexical analyzer generator, which basically it's simply called Lex. So we will go. So let's start it. We know why the compiler is required. This is required for compilation procedure. And which type of things will be compiled? Which should be compiled? Some instructions will be compiled. For what? To produce expected output depending on the input. Always output will be produced. If you give the input, always your expected output will be produced. The first question is that no. If instruction is correct and the instruction is as per, then it will be given expected output. That means if you implement it logically, then it will be give you the expected result. If logically everything is implied, but the syntax is not correct, then compiler will not execute it or compile it successfully, so we will not get the expected results. So this lecture specifically made for the students of computer science and engineering, and in this lecture we give basic idea about compiler. One by one we will learn how to work with the compiler. In some cases I will demonstrate some code using C to design some aspect of compiler. In some cases it is required, and when it is required I will explain this one. Programming languages describing computation to people and relate machine to do something. You know, the computer world depends on programming languages. Of what? Programming languages. Because all the software running on all the computers was written in some programming language. But before a program can be run, it first must be translated into a form. In which form? In which it can be executed by a computer or the machine. That means by which a computer can be understood. Which type of instruction we are giving as a user human being, that should be known by the computer. The software systems that do this translation are called compilers. What I have told you, programming program in one language, that is the source code. We call this is the source code. Any type of program language we can use. C, C++, Python, Java. Okay. So these all are the programming language. If you write it using some syntax, then it is called, with respect to us, the source code. And after that, the source code or the source language translate in equivalent programming language. That will translate in equivalent programming language. After that, the target language, that is the machine language. After that, the compiler will convert it onto the target language. Okay, so this is about very simple of the definition of compiler. So simply stated, a compiler is a program that can read a program in one language, that is a source language, and translate it into an equivalent program in another language. And after that, the target language. An important role of the compiler is to report any errors in the source program that it detects during the translation process. Translation process means your source code will be translated to, translation means the code written by the user is visible or viable or readable by the user. Most of the languages are written in English. An important role of the compiler is to translate it. In which code it will be translated, that can be understood by the machine. Specifically, machine language will help the computer to off and on some circuit to get the specified result. So what we have learned, compiler report error in source program. Okay, if the syntax is not correct, there is no questions to report the error in the machine code. There should not be error. Okay. If the target program is an executable machine language program, it can then be called by the user to process inputs and produce outputs. Now, it is also required to know about interpreter. What does it do? An interpreter is another common kind of language processor. Instead of producing a target program as a translation, an interpreter directly convert it and execute the operation specified in the source program on the inputs supplied by the user during the time of execution. So that is in runtime environment. So what is the basic difference between compiler and interpreter? Specifically, interpreter will check the code one by one, whereas compiler will check the code as a whole. If all the statement written in a programming language is correct, if there is no error, then that will be executed. But in case of interpreter, each statement will be checked one by one. When the problem is found, when a syntax error is occurred, then it will stop the execution. Okay. The machine language target program produced by a compiler is usually much faster than an interpreter. That's because compiler compile it before runtime. Okay, but at runtime compilation is required for the interpreter. Okay, so machine language target program produced by a compiler is usually much faster than an interpreter at mapping inputs to outputs. What I have told, an interpreter however can usually give better error diagnostics than a compiler. That's because it executes the source program statement by statement. If a programmer write the code using the interpreter and where the problem is, that will be find out and will be dictated specifically by the interpreter. Okay, only one error is there, that will be find out by the interpreter specifically to that point at to that code of line. So about interpreter, what you need to note, interpreter the source program statement by statement. What I am writing in this word is specifically for dictation. You can note it down in a short. So interpreter is used for this purpose. Okay. So this is about the executions supplied by the value by the interpreter and the compiler. Now just I am giving an example how a compilation procedure complete to get desired result. All of you know about Java programming language. Now just I am giving an example using on the based on the Java programming language. Java language processor combine compilation and interpretation. As as you can show in this diagram, one by one that will be interpreted. In this diagram you can see source program is there, that will be translated. After that intermediate program will be there, and when get the input then virtual machine will be there, it will execute that one. That why a Java source program may first be compiled into an intermediate form. Call that is byte code. That is byte code. Java bytecode. This is very important. This is the intermediate code. Okay. So this is very useful to know how that will be converted to bytecode and with the help of what. The time of compilation that will be converted to bytecode. Bytecode make Java platform independent. That is the target code. That is the target code. Okay. So the bytecode are then interpreted by a virtual machine. A benefit of this program is that bytecode compiled on one machine can be interpreted on another machine. That I have told you, it makes the code platform independent, and that is specifically happened by the Java virtual machine. Java virtual machine. In short, it is called JVM. Okay, so in order to achieve faster processing of input to output, some Java compilers called just-in-time compilers translate the bytecode into machine language immediately before they run the intermediate program to process the input. Another term just we know we have used, that is just-in-time compiler, which make the language very fast. Just in time compiler. Okay, so it make the code very fast. So this is about my lecture module 1, and the lecture 1 have finished. Thank you.